much of a morning person, so it's actually pretty hard to get out of bed. I'll be packing lunch boxes and saying, what do you want for breakfast? Da-da-da, and hurry up, we're late, brush your teeth, brush your hair. And then we jump in the car and we're already late. Our fantastic bus driver, he'll sit at the bus stop and wait for us. The kids jump out and on they get every morning. And you would think I would learn, but I don't. It's just the way we roll. Family play a big part. We're on Craig's family farm. It was Craig's father's and then Craig's grandfather. So being on our family farm means a lot to us. There's not many jobs where you can work all together as a family, and it's just a great joy to be able to give our children an upbringing on the farm as both our childhoods were. As far as the drought went, a couple of years ago we really relied heavily on each other, and life is tough sometimes on the farm, and it's great just to have the support there. You can just call around for a beer, or kids can ride over to their grandparents, and it's just a really great place to live and share with family. Maybe 3 years ago, and we were in drought for the 5 years or something before that, and we just got back from a beach holiday where it was sunny and green, and I came back home and the grass was dead and it was just a dust bowl. I was like, oh my gosh, really? Do we have to live on a farm? It just felt really tough to be here. You look out the windows from the house and there wasn't a blade of green grass. I suppose what drought teaches us is that this is just the natural evolution. You have good years and you have bad years, and you have good years and you have bad years. And eventually that the drought will end and the drought will break, we'll get rain, and we'll have some good years again. And the last 2 years have been great. We've had rain and everything's green, and I think generally agriculture in Australia is booming. Springtime out here, I love the new life. After a long dormant winter, things are finally coming to life. The leaves on the trees are starting to come out. The lambs, the blossoms, things are just coming alive again. When I was growing up, women on the land, they didn't have a paid job really, they just worked alongside their husbands on the farms. And then nursing and teaching was really advised. But I think things have changed because agriculture really does need to be forward thinking. So being a woman in ag doesn't necessarily mean drafting the lambs and crutching the sheep. It could be studying fashion or marketing or advertising, promoting your tourism, your local industries. Agriculture runs deep through the veins of our family, so if it's in your blood, you can't resist. You'll end up going back to it somehow. You'll make it work. And you'll love it because it's just something you can't get away from. Apart from life on the farm, I also work in town in Croker as a nurse. I love nursing. It's always been a passion, probably my first passion. Working in a small country hospital, most of the people that are coming in, we all look out for each other and we really care. Being involved in our community, it makes me feel connected. I do bore easily, and I didn't know that. I suppose I have a mix. I really like to stay at home and fill my cup, and once my cup is full, then I'll just go and get into something or give it, 110%. And just that sense of achievement once I get it done is really what gets me out of bed. Mr. Munro was an old abandoned shop in the main street of Croker. It was just the bones and the blank canvas, and the perfect place just to give it a crack and have a go and revamp it and change it up. And I researched the history of the building and basically built a story and created a space that brings me joy. What I love about Mr. Munro is the fact that it combines all of my passions, my interior, the architecture, the history, and also bringing people out to our country areas. Wherever they come from, whatever they do, they all have a story, and everyone's story is worth listening to.